Moonlight Madness, and today we're doing the sign for December, a bit late, being under the weather, for water sign, sun, moon, and rising, which is talking about Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. I have apparently 3 moons in water, and one of them is Scorpio, Pisces, and the Cancer. I've got placements in both. There's a lot of water in my chart. So I tend to get emotional towards people that also have water in their chart because I can pick up on their sensitivity. And the sensitivity of a water sign, especially a Scorpio, is extremely magnified by ×3, pretty much. That one has come up. That's how I feel at the moment. Very overwhelmed by sensory. So if I get overwhelmed with too much bright lights, lots of music, and too many people in the mix, like I'm always surrounded by lots of crowds, I can get a bit anxious. So I have to take 5 minutes to do some deep breath work. Use my lavender oil, which I try to use to soothe the emotions down, bring me back into my own. Something you can touch, smell, taste to bring you back, to bring your stress levels down. So yeah, if you've got a lot of interaction in a place that's lots of night-like noise and bright lights, it can be a bit overwhelming for people that are sensitive to energy because you're trying to read the entire room. So it says it's got to the point where you're suffering from a little bit of burnout, trying to read everyone. I do that every time I go into a shopping centre pretty much, so that's normal for me. But if I go to a quieter shopping centre, it's better. Then you've got here the 8 of Wands. This is having 8 dandelions trying to attend to 8 people. You're trying to look after all 8 things like fitness, your health, your home decorating. You may be trying to organise your fitness around your work schedule. It just means you've got a lot going on. And it also says that you like this stress, you like having lots of things to do and keeping busy, but it can sometimes overwhelm your senses because you are that sensitive. So you may have to take some quiet breaths, go in a dark place. Scorpions are highly magnetic. They're like a crystal. When you put a crystal away in a box, it becomes magnetic to other energy, so it becomes stronger and brighter once you pull it out of the box. So scorpions grow by hiding their light, and when they come out, it's like superpower. It comes out strong and magnetic. You've got here following you, crossing your path, beneath you is the Prince of Wands. So someone in your past may have been a fire sign. They could have been an actor as well as you may be in the acting world, but it's talking about a fire sign who is Sagittarius, Leo, or Aries, and they like to be the centre of the stage. They like to be on show. They may act in community theatre, but don't upstage them. They like the limelight, is what it's saying. That's in the past. What I'm going to pull for you now is recent past, once I get these out. The cards are just not talking to me as much, not as active. Okay, in the past you may have had a death. You may have gone through a near-death experience, or you were close to death and you managed to release yourself, and that's what Scorpio is. It's the card of transformation and releasing and death and ending something that made room for new opportunities. Then it was time to move on. Maybe you had to release a person from your life, a place, a thing. Maybe you had to release furniture, goods. You may have given up a lot of things that from your past that weren't serving you, and you've had to start afresh right from ground zero, from the bottom, and work your way back up. So for Scorpion, I would pull for water signs, black onyx, or a smoky quartz is also really good for balancing out emotions with Scorpios, with Cancer, and with Pisces. You can use those stones for all of those star signs because they will resonate with them. Smoky quartz is for protection, and so is black obsidian. Helps guard against the dead speaking to you. If you are that in tune, like I am, I speak to people that have passed over and usually come through to me on the astral, the 5D, as well as the 3D. So, recently we had Matthew Perry pass, and he came in 2 hours beforehand. I saw him, I felt him, and then I got told he'd passed away by my son. So I kind of had an inkling about it. So you may communicate with the dead and the recently departed. And this is not an easy gift to have, especially if you're at work. But I find I have to keep hydrated. I keep very cool. I make sure the air conditioner is on all the time. I make sure I'm hydrating with water, with glucose like hydrolyte, and that's really good to help rebalance your water levels from dehydration. So you've got here crowning you the King of Summer, the King of Cups. He is a Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, and he's coming out as a romantic partner that you can trust. He gives excellent advice that comes from the heart. Getting involved in a cultural or creative endeavour. He may be a romantic. He's bringing you a bed of roses. The red roses represents true love. He's mature, and he defends his family and friends fiercely. He's very much a defender of his family and friends. He's overly protective. He may follow the arts. He may love music. Things like that move him. The opera. He likes to go and listen to the opera. And maybe he's a patron of the arts. So I know Prince Charles is a patron of the arts, and he used to run a lot of art exhibitions to raise money for homeless and for the poor. But his personal interest was in the arts, and he draws watercolors. So that's again someone that's very in touch with their emotions, and they find drawing and painting or singing and acting as a soothing way to express themselves, or it's a way to self-soothe, is what I'm getting here. And I said the cards are wanting to come out, but then they're wanting to pop back in. That one wants to come out. So I've got here, this is the moon. We're coming up to full moon. The moon card is representing someone who's in the art of illusion. That would be someone who works behind the scenes, whether they are an actor or a producer or a director. They work behind the scenes, and sometimes they don't always tell you their feelings. They like to keep them hidden well away. Something might be hidden from you or hidden from you because they're too shy to come out and talk to you directly or message you directly, is what it could be saying. But that's going to change by the end of this month, when the full moon is happening. I think it's in in Scorpio. I think we're in a Sagittarian moon now. They will come out of hiding, and they will come and find you and try to talk to you about their emotions, about their love for you, which is the rose quartz. Now, this may be a long distance one because she's on the water. She's playing a harp that looks like a harp in one light, and then you turn it around and it faces the reflection. It looks like a harp, and then it becomes a guitar, like what would you call it? A special mandolin. That's what they call it. So what looks like one way in one light is actually different in another light. They may be the masterful disguise. They may use it to disguise to come in and see you in your own element, so you don't get shocked or taken aback or overwhelmed. I think they may know that you're easily overwhelmed with emotions. So the last thing they want to do is approach you when you're possibly working, or if you are working, they would like to study you from afar. They may be studying you as a person in that film for theirs. They may want to make. They may want to see what makes you operate. What you do is what you do. Psychic can come into this what they call an awakening, which is when they have passed over and come back with abilities. That's called an awakening. You've gone up a few levels than most readers, because you can read tarot and not be a medium, whereas I'm a psychic medium. I sense, I hear, I feel, I taste, and it comes out in my gut to the point that I'm so turned up in my guts because someone else is feeling dread, and it comes, I absorb it. I'm like a sponge. So the renewal is coming for you. You may be around people and reviewing your past to plan a brighter future, understanding your life's purpose, and releasing judgments of yourself and others. Maybe you had a judgmental family that doesn't believe in what you do, or they're jealous of what you do. So because they can't figure it out, they don't want to believe it's true, or they may have religious views that you don't share. They may try to make you to be out to be wrong about your premonitions, but in fact you're right. They may say things to see if they get a reaction out of you. It could be your immediate family, to see if you could see whether that someone had died, for instance, and you can't see their energy because they haven't crossed over. It means they haven't died. They're still living and breathing people. So, that's kind of testing out whether you're real or not. The star, there's going to be haters when you get to a certain level on YouTube. I found a lot of haters that have attacked people like really good readers like Saltwater Heals. And they just come at them in the comments, and I don't think it's fair. So the star is healing. You've got to go through a healing process, whether it be through using your oil. So through the daytime, if I get overwhelmed, I'm using my lavender, and then in the afternoon I will switch to rose. I put rose in my clothing to get rid of any viral infections I might pick up in and around work, because this is time of the year when the water changes, the seasons are changing, so people come down with stomach flus and things like that. So I always disinfect and soak my clothes in lavender or rose to lower my blood pressure, so I'm not overwhelmed and I can think straight. So look to the future with hope and optimism, the power of faith to move mountains, happy changes that bring relief from challenging times. You may have an Aquarian placement in your chart, or you could be the Aquarian. I'm an Aquarian with placements in water. So that's what I'm saying. Water is very cleansing for an Aquarian. You may love to swim. You may love to swim in the ocean. You may drink lots of water. You may be cleansing. You may be going through a cleanse. And if you are, congratulations, it's not easy. This time of year is overwhelming. People turn to different things because they're trying to cope with emotion. But if you can flush out all the toxins via a health kit, being really healthy, using juice instead of other substances, or mixing it with juice, you're flushing out toxins and you are having that type of detox. Most people start this after Christmas, but you may be starting earlier. You may be using plant-based therapies. You may be a star already. You may be a star. You may be someone that's in the public eye, like an actor or a singer or a well-known figure, an influencer. So it's saying here, it's also karmic that you have these healing waters for other people. You may bring healing to other people. So for air sign, I would always use amethyst, and I've got a feather to represent the air. Communication, maybe something you may be finding coming through a certain animal, whether it's a bird that you may see outside. It may be communicating something to you or for you, a sign. And that just flipped out. Oh, yes, and I've got the ocean, because I love the water. Scorpios particularly would do well being around water, open space on a yacht or a boat. You just need to be near that soothing stillness of the mind is what water brings for me. And the mind needs stillness where the body needs activity. You've just pulled out the Five of Cups, again, water, and it's talking about fear-based. You may have sensing everyone's energy around is fear-based at the moment, because everyone's trying to get the Christmas presents together and trying to figure out if they've paid or they've got enough to spend on people, and whether they'll have enough. It's the lack of this time of the year puts everyone in a tailspin, and I guess that's what I was picking up on at work. The fear-based, can I afford to buy this? Can I afford to buy certain people certain gifts at this time of the year when the funds are limited, or they're watching their money? Oh, the Chariot. Some of you may be looking at getting a car, or you may be saving up for a car. So it's saying here you will achieve it. You will sell a car and buy a new car to replace the old one. You're upgrading your vehicle. It's also Sagittarian energy. It's talking about steering the path through the negative and positive emotions that may be going on in your life at the moment and trying to harness that energy, while steering straight. Success that comes from dedication and self-discipline, celebrating your accomplishments and being in the spotlight. So it's saying here that you will do really well with this new vehicle, and maybe your vehicle, your body, if you treat it well, you make it healthy, then it will it'll run smoothly. It won't have, jump starts, and it won't splutter and carry on because it needs a recharge or it needs a mechanical work on it. So it's saying here it's a good time to get an upgrade to a car that is safer for you, or making your body a well-oiled, greased machine so that you are emptying out toxins and replacing it with natural therapies that are able to help with anxiety and stress rather than band-aiding it with antidepressant or any anxiety medication. So yoga or breath work would be helpful for people to help transmute negative blood into a positive blood set. So stress is negative, therefore you'll get tension headaches and your blood will be acidic. However, if you can back that with more things that are like bases, like milk and maybe soups that are creamy soups will help to override too much acid in the body. Maybe do less meat, do more fish and chicken to stop again the negative ions, the toxins in your body from building up from too much stress levels. So yeah, changing your diet is a big thing. I found when I was a vegetarian, my body, yes, I was tighter, but I was a lot healthier. My skin looked really good when I ate fish. I find fish really helps settle the stomach as well. When you are upset, tuna is a really good way to go on crackers if you can't stomach anything else. It can just like settle the stomach better than trying to break down like potato or heavy foods like meat. It takes 3 days to break that down. So it's recommending that you go with natural foods, flush out the system with chamomile tea. So that's what I've got for you. And then I have to pull 2 oracle cards from the deck of the Fairy Oracle, The Wild Wisdom of the Fairy Oracle by Lucy Cavendish and Selena Fennick. And the other deck was by Doreen Virtue and Radley Valentine, and that's the Fairy Tarot deck. I've had that for a very long time. I haven't been doing readings because I haven't had access to a camera. I have my phone camera, but it keeps overheating, so I just thought there's no point. Even personal readings, I found I've been doing more personal readings lately, so I've had my time taken up with that as well as work. So I've been very overwhelmed. I think I've overdone it with trying to get round to everybody. Sometimes I'm on the time limit, and it doesn't always allow me to do these lengthier readings for people. And my phone keeps quitting at 13 minutes in, so there's no point. I have to do a part 1 and a part 2, and I don't want to do that. I just want to put it all up. I might just pull 1 card. I'm just drawn to do 1. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, I think it's that card, Beauty and the Beast. Unconditional love is what it's talking about. So 31. Okay, we've got, consider that you can see with everyone you encounter, indeed every being you encounter, a spirit being, someone who has that spark of soul life within them. Consider then that your soul spark acknowledges theirs. You feel connected to the divine love, which sees not species, race, creed, or distinguishing features. It enables you to work with people who may have once found difficult to be around. Unconditional love allows you to experience your own capacity for love, which is joyous and fills you with happiness. To dismiss, to be in retreat from others because of indifference or cultural or religious beliefs is to dim your own internal source of light and reduce opportunities for friendship and love. So yeah, you may have differing viewpoints on how to, what faith you are, aligned with. Maybe you're spiritual and they're religious. Maybe you're a spiritual person and you're into this sort of stuff and they're into Catholicism. That can be a real sticking point. for some people that can't get past it. But, we all have opinions and differing opinions at times, so be more understanding about the people's religious leanings. There we go. And that's all I have for you today for water signs.